Hello everyone, welcome to the Adventures of Adam. I'm Adam. Let's adventure. Today, if you had not gleaned from the thumbnail, I'm going to be building Harrier for Faction Wars eventually. The crypt is open today, but I don't know how much progress we're going to be able to make because my Faction Wars team is this right now, which is, you know, it is what it is. But I do think I want to build Harrier for my Faction Wars team alongside Hospitaller. And then, obviously, Aethel for now, Hospitaller, Armiger, Harrier, and then I don't know who the fourth slot is going to be. War Priest seems like perfectly reasonable, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Today I'm just going to 6-star Harrier. I've got enough food to 6-star 3 champions. So I've got these 5 chickens, I've got these 5 chickens, plus this makes 6. And then I've got these 5-star chickens as well. So, and on top of that, I've got these. Once these get to level 40, I could rank them up into more 5-star chickens. So I got chickens coming out my ears. So it's time to start 6-starring champions for Faction Wars. Good news and bad news. Next Saturday, I have to work overtime, so I won't be able to live stream on Saturday, but I did take that Thursday off because it's back to school night, so I get to meet my daughter's teachers, and 5 days from now happens to be that particular Thursday. So Undead Horde Crypt is going to be open on Thursday, which I do happen to have off work, so we're going to try to make some serious progress in Undead Hordes. We're going to make a legitimate hard push Thursday night on stream. But tonight, I thought it'd be fun to try to build out Harrier. So let's get into it. How's everybody doing tonight? He's in here somewhere. There he is. Alright. Just, okay, thank you. And then upgrade level. Upgrade rank. Get rid of her. I think I might actually hang on to Tanix. Hey, what's up, Rocket Nuke? Welcome. Now he's 5-star. Alright, I'm gonna use these ones so they quit taking up space on my account. Actually, let's do the level 23 ones. These ones I kept in my sparring pit for 23 levels to just get extra CVC points. They were worth 20 CVC points a piece every time they leveled up, so I just left them in there. Alright. I guess he probably needs Masteries too. Since he's going to be my primary damage dealer. The reason I think... Okay. Let's look at his kit and let's talk about why I decided to build him specifically. I know he's kind of a meme. To collection. Okay. This right here will ignore 50% of the target's defense when this champion inflicts a critical hit. Only available in Hospitallers on the same team, which is fine. I plan to use her anyway. This has an extra 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit. Attacks 2 times. It can place a small version of decreased defense. It's like whatever. But I don't have a decreased defense on my team, so whoever he's attacking, you know, they're gonna, you know, I don't know. So this has a chance to place an extra hit. And then when Hospitaller's on the team, whenever Harrier gets a kill, Hospitaller will revive a random ally. Yeah, Ash and J-Gigs both have a deep, we'll call it an appreciation for Harrier. But yeah. Harrier! Yeah. Yeah, so I think he's going to be a good damage dealer for the Faction Wars. And because he has really strong single target damage, he'll be particularly good for killing the boss. Aethel does weaken on her A1. That was my starting champion, so I've already got her built. Let's work on getting Harrier's Masteries. Oh, is this open yet? Oh, coming soon. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be a grind. Him dying will actually make it faster. And generally, the champions you want to get... Hey, what's up, JE? Why am I building Harrier? You must have missed it. I just went into detail. Faction Wars. That's pretty much it. I'm at a point now where my progression in Doom Tower Hard is pretty much stuck until I get Vizix. I just need her to help me beat the waves. That's all that comes down to. I don't think there are any champions that I can build that would help me progress more in Doom Tower Hard. I think I've already beat all the bosses on Doom Tower Normal, so I have the mechanics down. The only thing that changes now to beat it on Doom Tower Hard is better gear and more stats. So the only thing left I have to do for building champions is Faction Wars. So I'm just building out my Faction Wars team now. I've decided it's time to make a hard pivot and start focusing Faction Wars. I'm sure Ash understands. I think if he was in my position and doing a Rares Only Plus, he would probably bite the bullet and build Harrier for Faction Wars too. Because Harrier getting a kill means Hospitaler's passive will trigger and revive someone if they die. That's the only revive I have access to, is his companion hero's passive. Is Erebad leaving? Is he going to Godforge? Or is he just done with Raid in general? I hadn't heard that news. In my head, I was thinking like, oh, because I can't upload videos every day, I am not likely to be the next Hell Hades of Godforge. But if I start free to play, from the time the game launches, I could be the next Erebad for Godforge. But if Erebad's playing Godforge 2, then he will be the next Erebad for Godforge. Oh, I don't watch Nubraid's podcast. I didn't even know he had a podcast. Huh. Does he do that on his main channel, or does he have like a second channel for it? That's weird. I've never even heard of Nubraid's podcast. I would totally watch that podcast. I really like Nubraid's. I just like the sound of his voice. Really? Huh. So, Mr. Oira. It is also a turn-based RPG hero collector of the fantasy genre, similar to Raid. But it's not just going to be like a one-for-one clone. They're doing a lot of things to try to improve the genre and innovate in the genre. They're not just trying to be a one-for-one copy. They're looking at all the things that Raid has done right, and they're looking at all the things that Raid has done wrong. And they're trying to improve upon the things that they've done right and wrong. Or not do not make the same mistakes. The camera angle looks a lot different too. I'm planning to do a Godforge video. I guess it's probably late Monday night, early Tuesday morning, depending on your time zone. And in that video, I'll highlight some. Actually, I can show you guys right now. There's no reason to make you wait 3 days. At first, I wasn't 100% sold on it, like the camera angle, but the more I'm seeing it, the more it's growing on me, and I actually think it's kind of cool. I don't know if you ever played Gears of War. Hold on, let me see if I can. But the over-the-shoulder third person reminds me a lot of like Gears of War, like that same kind of like. Okay, hold on. Bring this over here. Maximize that. Mute. We also got some new music with this teaser too. Okay, hold on. Alright, I'm in the way too. There's a lot. I'm not going to fully analyze and break down everything here because I was planning on doing it in my video, but I'll show you this. Turn the audio up a little bit. So this camera angle reminds me a lot of like Gears of War, like that same style. So, that's just one of the attack animations they've shown us so far. But that's Hercules. That was one of his attacks. But yeah, we're not going to do a full breakdown on that yet. If you want my full breakdown, you have to wait till my video in a couple days. Oh, that reminds me, I need to turn my, Yeah, this is like the best WoW song ever. Okay. I almost forgot to turn my volume back down. I would have blown your ears out. What's up, Nemesis? Yeah, like, Raid is a really cool game, and they do a lot of things right. But there's a lot of things that they don't quite get quite right. Like, one of the things in particular that I'm really excited for Godforge is they're planning to do a normalized PvP system. So what that means is a free-to-play player can come in and compete on an even level with anybody else. It's going to be a skill-based PvP system. I think that's really cool. No. It has been confirmed that that was not ×2 attack speed. The option was on the screen, but it was not toggled on. I think it was Ivy League Gaming who asked, and Simon confirmed it was not ×2 speed. That was like normal speed. So you can bask in the glory of the animation and stuff. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Godforge. So much so that it's getting harder and harder to find the will to play Raid Shadow Legends every day. It's still too early for me to say if Godforge will be the game that gets me to quit playing Raid, because I haven't played the game yet. I don't know if the game's going to be good enough, but I'm really hoping it is. I'm extremely optimistic. But yeah, I've basically been waiting for like 3 years. The reason... Okay, let's rewind. I play Raid because it's the best mobile game on the market, in my opinion. I don't play Raid because I love the game. At least not anymore. There was a time when I loved the game. But I've been playing it for about 4.5 years. And every time I quit playing Raid, because I get frustrated or whatever, I try every other game on the market to try to find something that can scratch the same itch and be as fulfilling as Raid has been for me, and I fail every time. I never find another game that's good enough to satisfy me for this genre of game. So I'll quit playing Raid for like 3 months and eventually just begrudgingly come back to Raid because it's just the best one. So, you know, and I like this game because it's something I can do at work in my downtime. Like, I can just have my phone open, I can play Raid, it doesn't require 100% of my undivided attention, I can play it in the background. If I take my daughter to the park, I can queue up some auto battles, stick my phone in my pocket, you know, check it every now and then, whatever. Like, I can I don't have to choose between being a responsible adult or being a gamer. I get to do both. To me, that's the appeal of a game like this. Yeah. So, I'm really hoping that the folks at Fateless knock it out of the park with Godforge. I've been waiting so long for someone to come in and make something that's on par. Now, even if it's... I don't know. I don't want to... I don't know. I don't want to speculate too much, but... in terms of, like, visuals, we could already tell that it's on par or better. I think better, in my opinion. Like, it just looks good. It looks way more realistic. In terms of, like, visual fidelity. And the game's not even done yet. Still got, like, 10 more months of development before it's out. But yeah, the sound design is 1,000 times better already. Raid's sound design is horrible. I've always had the sound off in Raid. The music is really good too. For Godforge, I mean, Raid is fine. The Raid's music is fine. It's not bad, but it's like good enough. I use the Raid soundtrack for my Raid Shadow Legends videos. But I've been using the Godforge music for my Godforge videos. And I like it a lot better. It also seems like we're going to have some variety, because the first song that we've gotten the full length of is like the main theme, but in that Hercules clip, I don't know if that had sound or not. I couldn't hear it, but I had the volume on my speaker turned down. That had new music in it that we hadn't heard before. That wasn't the same as the other song that we heard. You guys want to see something fun? It's kind of silly, but so for those of you who don't know, I'm the type of person who, when I do something, I like to get better at it constantly. If I care about it, I want to continue to improve. And video editing is one of these things that I am passionate about and want to improve at. I didn't go to school for it. It's just something that's always interested me, and I'm kind of self-taught, and I'm learning as I build my channel, sort of thing. Hey, what's up, Muffin Baller? So yeah, I recently downloaded a new video editing tool. Welcome to the stream. I just downloaded a new video editing tool called DaVinci Resolve, and it's got some really cool features on it that I wouldn't have been able to do with the old video editing software that I use. So I'm really excited to explore that a little bit. I mean, I guess it's all subjective opinion, Antonio. You do raise a good point, though. I did start playing Raid at the start of COVID. That's what got me into Raid Shadow Legends. However, I've been frustrated with Raid and quit playing it on multiple occasions. And every time I've quit playing it, I've tried all the other games on the market, and none of them felt satisfying for me to play. It could just be that's my subjective opinion, that it's the best. But there certainly has not been another one that's got me excited to play it for more than a week or two. Hey, what's up, ML? Not at this particular moment, Muffin Baller, but if you want to join my community Discord, let me give you a link. You can pop in and ask questions when I'm not streaming, and I'll be happy to answer. Let me get a link. There should be a link in the description of the live stream, but I can give you a link right here. So if you want to join my community Discord, if there's something very specific you're stuck on and you want help, just make sure you specify the area that you're stuck on and post screenshots of your roster, and either myself or another member of the community will jump in and offer some like potential suggestions. If you're just completely in over your head and have no idea what to do and you're brand new to the game, I got a video you can watch that will make all the difference in the world. And it's called The Fundamentals of Gearing. Learning how to gear your champions is the most important... is the most important thing in Raid Shadow Legends. So, let me get that video for you real quick. This was the very first video I uploaded to my channel. I'm still kind of learning the ropes here, but it's a very, very good video, and it will teach you how to gear your champions. Everything you need to know about gearing champions. Hey, what's up? Abdullah? Booba and Asman. Yeah, I didn't see exactly what it was. It just caught my eye and was like, uh-oh, I should probably move that off the screen. I am curious now what it was. Hold on. Let's see if it pops up if I bring YouTube up again. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. Was it Asman reacting to Booba? Oh, 2 separate videos. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. I did see something. There's this YouTuber called Call Me Chris. She makes really funny YouTube shorts. One of her videos was on my feed, and she was holding what looked like I don't know what they are. They're like the silicone. I don't know what they're used for. That might have been what it was. Yeah, she's really funny. Whenever I go down the YouTube Shorts rabbit hole, I always land on hers, and they make me laugh. I kind of want to know what popped up. What's about to... Oh. I'll rewind it a little bit. Oh, there it is. What's that? Hold on. Oh, yeah, it was... Okay, there it is. Oh, that's my thumbnail. Yeah, that's Call Me Chris. That's what that was. Okay. Mystery solved. How close am I? Oh, I'm not even anywhere close. To Marius? No, not nowhere close. I just got my Arbiter. And I kind of gave up on missions for now. I guess I didn't just get my Arbiter. If I put... Okay, so this takes about 2 minutes to 2.5 minutes. Let's see if how much... If this, like, cuts the time in half, we'll just keep Dark Elhan in there. That'll be fine. I'm really hoping that I can get Doom Tower hard and Faction Wars beat before Godforge comes out. Because when Godforge does officially launch, I'm highly likely to take at least 2 weeks off playing Raid to give Godforge my undivided attention. I'm not good at multitasking, and I'm very like laser focused kind of guy. It's hard for me to give my all to multiple things. So I want to be able to to take the God... Like, I've been playing Raid long enough that if I take 2 weeks off, I can jump right back in and without missing a beat. But I want to make sure that, you know, I okay, that's fast enough that I think it's worth it to keep Dark Elhan in there. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have... I do know for a fact I will be in the beta, because the first beta. So they're doing multiple beta test phases. They're doing a very limited bug testing beta with a select handful of community members. And I do know for a fact I will be included in that one because I'm a moderator of their Discord, and that's one of the perks. Since they're not paying me monetarily, I'm doing it on a voluntary basis, so my reward for volunteering to moderate their server is that I get access to all the betas. So the very limited bug testing beta, the very first one, I will have access to. I don't know if I will be allowed to make content from that beta or not. I'm gonna have to ask Hell Hades. But if he gives me permission to, you better damn well believe I will be making content from the beta. Yeah, MTG Jedi's, he's got his Godforged tips. I think Mad Capper is... His Raid Shadow Legends channel is becoming his Godforged channel. I don't know if he made a new channel. Unless something changed. It's entirely possible that he switched it up. But last I heard, his Raid channel was becoming his Godforged channel. I'm not making a separate channel. I'm just not. Like, if I deliberately named my channel The Adventures of Adam so I can cover whichever game I wanted without it being weird. My channel used to be called, for those of you who are new, my channel used to be called Learn to Raid. But then I rage quit Raid Shadow Legends, but I wanted to keep making YouTube videos, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense to keep making YouTube videos under the name Learn to Raid if I wasn't playing Raid. So yeah. That's a really good point too. Yeah, so like in order to be a moderator on their server, I had to sign an NDA. So I'm not allowed to leak anything, or I can get in big trouble. So my last Godforge video, that screenshot that you guys saw me analyzing, that wasn't made public. That got posted in the moderator channel, and I had to ask permission to use that in my video because I didn't want to get in trouble. Luckily, Simon told me it was fine. So yeah, if I would have done it without asking first, they could have taken legal action against me. So, but if I do get into the beta, and there is an NDA for the beta, I could record footage, and then once the NDA is lifted, produce videos based off the footage I recorded, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Obviously, I'm not going to do anything salacious like that if I'm not allowed to. Thank you, Muffin Baller. I appreciate the compliment. Again, if you have questions, I'd be happy to answer them in my Discord. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what kind of help you need at the moment, but I certainly don't mind offering assistance. Now, where I do draw the line is I'm not going to do everything for you. I will be happy to teach you how to play the game so you could learn to do it on your own, but I don't do hand-holding anymore. I used to do account takeovers, and what I learned was some people are just looking for handouts. They're not interested in learning how to do it themselves. I do not help people who are not willing to help themselves. I sent a link earlier in chat. This one right here, if you scroll up a little bit, I'll link it again, just in case you refreshed or something. Copy link address. Okay. Oh, it won't let me do it for some reason. What's going on here? Yeah, hold on. Let me get you a new one, just in case. Okay, this link Should take you to the Discord. Okay. Yeah, the reason I quit doing account takeovers is because I just felt like people were taking advantage of me, and they weren't interested in learning how to do it on their own. So, I didn't like the feeling of being taken advantage of. But if help is what you seek, I will help you, but I'm done doing things for people. Now, you're welcome. I'm always happy to help. But yeah, if I have a channel called Raid Help Center, and I have built a community full of very friendly and helpful people. So don't ever be afraid to ask questions in there. No one's ever going to shame you for not knowing anything. I've never had any issues with anything like that before. And if I ever do see that kind of thing, they will be banned instantly, because I'm not about that life. So it's a very, very wholesome, helpful atmosphere that I've curated in the Discord. But right now I'm streaming, so I'm a little occupied at the moment. But when I am done streaming, I'll take a look and see. If no one else has already offered assistance, I will be happy to assist you. Hey, congrats, Mike, on finishing Doom Tower normal with the Voids only account. So, Antonio, this account is about 7 months old. I just got Tanix Hate Flower a couple days ago. Yeah, I started it fresh for this series. So I'm calling this the free-to-play Rares Only Plus. The parameters of this challenge I have put before myself are, I'm only using champions who are rare, uncommon, or common, plus any champion who is free and permanently available to all players. So if a champion is only limited or only available for a limited time, I'm not using them. Or if they're only available as new player promo codes, I'm not using those champions either. So no Sun Wukong, no Ninja, no Rathalos, no Dame Adeline. If Loki, I'm probably not going to use this Loki champion unless somehow he's made free and permanently available. So those are sort of the parameters I set forth for myself. So far, I've beaten Doom Tower normal on all 3 rotations, and I think I capped out at floor 87 in Doom Tower hard this rotation. We could try to beat that wave again. By the time I reached that wave last weekend, I was feeling a little burnt out and didn't really feel like messing with it anymore. But I've had time to rest, and we can try to attack it again. But the wave has like Lydia, Pixneal. It's just an annoying wave. You got still in your mailbox? Are you gonna use her as a chicken? Oh, that's awesome. That's impressive, actually. Okay, getting your damage up is something that's gonna take time, because so Masteries, where I'm at right now, the Minotaur, is like getting Masteries on your champions is a really good way to get your damage up when your gear still kind of sucks. But there's like in terms of wave damage, eventually you'll get this character right here, Dark Elhan, after 3 months, and she's a very strong AoE damage dealer. You might pull someone better before you get to that point, and if you do, by all means use the better champion, but she's very strong. As you can see, she's just smoking these waves. She's my arena damage dealer as well. So in terms of damage, you gotta kind of it's gonna be slow going for a while until you get a really good champion and some decent gear for them. For boss damage, poisons and HP burn are particularly strong, because the damage from HP burns and poisons scale off the enemy's max HP, and naturally bosses have very high max HP. Damage from poisons and HP burns also ignore 100% defense. So it makes them powerful for that reason too. It's not particularly good in Arena, but in PvE content where enemies have a lot of defense and a lot of HP, poisons and HP burns can be really good. Oh, that's... Oh, we going for St. Nicholas? Or Sir Nicholas? Yeah, you're probably going to have to... Muffin, you're probably going to have to rely on crit rate gloves for a really long time. Like, my Dark Elhan here is still in crit rate gloves. She doesn't even have crit damage gloves yet. Because I just don't have the gear to support that at the moment. I probably could now if I tried really hard. But she's in a set called the Slayer set, which allows her to ignore 30% of any enemy defense when she attacks with AoE attacks. So I would have to get her out of the Slayer set in order to get her into crit damage gauntlets. And I don't know how good that is. Like, she's doing just fine as it is, so I don't, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it to mess with all that. So make sure you understand that it's Dark Elhan and not Dark Aethel, two very different champions. One is particularly good and one is just south of mediocre. This is the good one, Dark Elhan. You get her at the, I think it's 3 months, maybe it's 4 months. We could look in a second. Also, if you're struggling to progress in the game, I've made a playlist of this entire series, like starting from, like, I think my first video I made, I was on day 3 because I got bored at work one night and decided I was gonna do this like randomly. So I re-downloaded Raid and started the free-to-play Rares Only Plus challenge then. And then I did a live stream, and then I did my first update on like day 3 or something like that. Okay, those 4 months. This one, no good. This one, very good. So you get her at the 4-month mark. So hopefully you'll have somebody else who's better than Dark Elhan by the time you're 4 months in, but even if you don't get a really good damage dealer by then, at the very least, you know you can count on her. She was huge for me on this account. She still is, like, my best AoE damage dealer. And she probably will be until I get Yannicka, who I've been working towards. So, 75 out of 100. So, like, what was that? 5 weeks? We'll have Yannicka in 5 weeks. Yeah, that's right. Okay, thank you, Mike. But if I'm trying to think of how to yeah, so okay, I remember. Okay. I get distracted so easy. So if you're new and you're struggling to progress, you could use my series as a guide and use it, like, go through week by week. Say, okay, what is Adam focusing on here? Oh, he's just getting more 6 stars. Okay, I need to build my first team of 5 6 stars. Oh, now that he's got his 5 6 stars built, what area of the game is he focusing then? Oh, he just built his Haikatoon. Do I have Haikatoon or a comparable speed champion I can lean on to carry? Like, those sorts of things. Like, just I know it sounds like I'm shamelessly self-promoting, but I really did start this series to be used as an all-purpose guide for anyone coming through the game, which is why I'm only using champions that everyone will have access to. Magnar is very good. His damage scales off of HP. Ninja is very good. He's really, really good for boss damage. And he's decent for AoE wave damage. But there's sort of an anti-synergy between Ninja and Magnar. Because Magnar only does his double hit if there are no HP burns out there. So if Ninja does his HP burns and then Magnar goes to do his AoE nuke, he won't hit twice if there's HP burns. So you have to make sure that your Magnar is faster than Ninja. So Magnar does the nuke and then Ninja burns or whatever. Like they don't work well together, I guess. Or actually, I think maybe you could use that as hold on. Let me look at Magnar again. I think he stuns if he doesn't hit twice. So that could be good for early game. Attacks all enemies, places an extra hit on enemies without HP burn debuffs. Also has a 50% chance of placing a stun for one. Okay, so if they are under burn, there's it's only a 50% chance to stun. Yeah, but his Magnar's damage scales off of HP. So right here, damage based on HP, damage based on HP, damage based on HP. So attack doesn't do anything for Magnar. So don't build attack. You want HP, crit rate, and crit damage. 100% crit rate if you can, and then after you have 100% crit rate, start looking for crit damage in the build. If you watch that How to Gear Your Champions video, that'll help you kind of get an idea. So like early game, you're probably going to have crit rate gloves, and that's perfectly fine. Like my Dark Elhan right here. Crit rate gloves. The only champions I have in crit damage gloves are my Cold Hearts, because her big hard-hitting skill only requires 70% crit rate, so has an extra 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit. That means at 70% crit rate, she's going to crit 100% of the time with this ability. So she was much easier to get into that crit damage gloves because she has a lower threshold. And then Soulbond Bowyer here. All of her skills have an additional 25% chance of inflicting a critical hit. So all of her skills have this extra 25% chance, extra 25% chance. So she only needs 75% crit rate. So because her threshold is lower for being crit capped, she is also in crit damage gloves. But because my Dark Elhan does not have such passive features, it's a lot harder to get her to 100% crit rate without crit rate gloves. Hey, there's nothing wrong with not being particularly good at a video game. Everybody learns at their own pace, and this is a very complicated game, so never feel bad for struggling. There's a lot of complex mechanics in this game. Also, if you're using a raw damage, like Magnar's physical hits, like on his A2, make sure you're bringing someone who can do AoE decreased defense. Lowering the enemy's defense by 60% is basically going to make your Magnar do 60% more damage. It's really good. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay. So for me personally, I'm using War Maiden for that job, an AoE decreased defense champion. Attacks all enemies when fully booked, has a 100% chance of placing 60% decreased defense for 2 turns. So just to show you the difference this could make. Okay. So I'm not gonna use War Maiden's decrease defense on this first attack. Okay, so watch. Let's just do her A1. So it does about 15,000 damage to everybody without decreased defense. I don't want to freeze them because that affects the damage. Okay, so it dealt 15,000 damage to everyone last time. About 34,000. It deals more than double the damage if you have decreased defense. So, if you have someone who can do an AoE decreased defense to put decreased defense out before Magnar attacks, your runs will go twice as fast, and you'll deal twice as much damage. Yeah, we could do that if you want. Yeah, just, if you want to post in the Raid Help Center section, we can do it live if you want. I don't mind. All I'm doing is farming Masteries right now, so... if you want to post screenshots of your builds, I can take a look and offer advice on where to improve if you like. I'm perfectly fine with that. Hayrell's not a bad champion. If you have someone like Deacon Armstrong, though, that would be like a huge upgrade. Yeah, I definitely agree with Mike. He's a very hard-hitting epic. As Cisco would say, he dumps like a truck. Truck. All night long. Oh, nice. Six-piece stone skin, holy moly. Ah, okay. Wait. Oh, okay, cool. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna... Muffin posted their champions. We're gonna look at the builds and react to them, and we're not gonna be roasting them. We're going to be reacting to them. So actually, when this battle's done, I'll start my multi-battles, so it's still running in the background. Okay. So we're not going to be able to see chat for a minute. Can I... Okay. Oh, see, right off the bat. Only 22 speed. That's an issue right there. Okay. And accuracy... Okay. So, I'm not going to go too much in depth into this at the moment. I want to look at your other builds before I start. Also, you don't have them fully ascended. I know it takes a lot of time to grind the potion keeps, and it's annoying, and it's a pain in the butt. But go ahead and get him fully ascended. Same thing with Syl and Artak and Ninja. Like, ascend your champions so you can put amulets and banners on them. It makes a huge difference in their stats. That'll help with your accuracy. That'll help with your damage. All that stuff. Okay, another... this one isn't as bad, but like 100 and... What is that? 140 speed? Okay, hold on. I'm noticing legendary, epic. Legendary, epic, legendary... Okay, I think I see what's happening here. Yeah, okay. So, just because a piece is legendary or epic does not necessarily mean that it's better than a piece that is rare. Oh, Thanasil, nice. He's actually a really good healer. Underrated champion. But at this speed, he's not... Okay. So, in Raid Shadow Legends, speed is what affects the rate at which your turn meter fills. The higher a champion's speed is, the more turn meter they gain every time there's a turn meter tick. In order to... I'm trying to think of how to word this. If you have enough speed on your champions, you could actually take extra turns in relation to your enemies. And speed is everything in this game. So imagine that you and I are playing a game of chess. And in this game of chess, I get to take 2 turns for every 1 turn you take. Just imagine the unfathomable advantage that would give me over you. If you have enough speed on your champions, you get to do that in Raid Shadow Legends. You can go, like, take 2 turns for every 1 turn the enemies are taking. And just by virtue of taking... It's so much easier to double your damage by increasing your speed than it is to just put more damage into your champions. At the very minimum, like 175 speed is like, that's like the slowest you ever want any champion. You should strive to get over 200 speed on your champion builds. So real quick, let me show you my Drexlar build. I'll show you all my builds actually, so we can know. So let's look for a pattern here. So this is my Drexlar. His speed is 224 speed, which is pretty good considering the rest of his stats. My Yakarl the Scourge, 197. Not quite 200, but pretty darn close. My Arbiter, 270 speed. It's pretty good. It's not the best, but it's certainly, you know, nothing to turn your nose up at. Seal of the Drakes, 201 speed. High Katoon, 299 speed. So the champions whose job it is to turn meter boost the rest of your team, you generally want them to be faster so they get to their turn sooner, so they can turn meter boost the rest of your team to sort of slingshot them ahead of everybody else. And the faster they are, the faster they get back to their turn, and the faster they can do it again to keep you moving fast and fast and fast. Lots of turns. Even my damage dealer, Dark Elhan, 196 speed. Speed is the most powerful stat in this game. But importantly, also, in addition to speed, if a champion has debuffs that you need to land, you want accuracy. So for dungeons up to like level 20 or 25, you want like minimum 200 accuracy, but up to like 250 accuracy. So this is how you... So Yakarl the Scourge, his job is to freeze enemies. So I've got mine with 350 accuracy. This is more for like Doom Tower hard stuff, but for dungeons, like 200 to 240 is kind of where you want to be. Let's find... Yeah, so this is my Frozen Banshee. She's a Clan Boss champion. 250 accuracy is plenty for Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. But if you don't have enough accuracy, your champions won't land their debuffs. So your Ninja, for example, and your Sun Wukong, they have very powerful debuffs that they want to land in their kit. So it's very imperative that you build them with enough accuracy. Speed gear will help you get more speed on your champions. But you can, like my Drexlar, for example, he didn't have a single piece of speed gear on. He was in regen, and then 2 pieces from broken sets. So, on the boots, so boots can have flat HP, flat attack, flat defense, HP percentage, defense percentage, attack percentage, or speed as the primary stat on the boots. So there's 7 different options there. Of all those options, you want to look for speed main stat on the boots. Like for all of your champions. The only time I would say don't go for speed on the boots is if you're like building a very specific speed-tuned team, and you know exactly how fast a champion needs to be for that speed tune, and you can get to their required speed in like HP percentage or defense percentage or attack percentage, depending on what you need for the champion. But like 95% of the time, speed is the main stat, is what you want on the boots. For chest pieces, again, they can have flat attack, flat HP, flat defense, HP percentage, defense percentage, or attack percentage. Also, they can have resistance or accuracy. Generally, HP percentage will give your champions enough survivability to make it through content, if you have good heals. But if you don't have good heals, you don't have a good reviver, and they're dying all the time, HP percentage chest piece. Like, it doesn't matter how much damage you build into your champions if they're dead, because dead champions don't do any damage. So making sure that they can survive long enough to do their job is the most important thing. So once your account is at a point where, like, you have Scylla of the Drakes, who's a great healer and a reviver, and she also does really good crowd control. Paired with Ninja's crowd control, his AoE freeze, you can probably get away with not having HP chests on your attack champions. Same thing with Thenacel and his increased defense and big heal. But yeah, your Kale needs accuracy to land his poisons. Scylla of the Drakes needs accuracy to land her stuns. Sun Wukong needs accuracy to remove enemy debuffs and place block buffs. Artak needs accuracy to land his HP burns. Tayrel, Ninja, like, all these champions need accuracy to do their job. So make sure your Thenacel can sleep on his A2, but I wouldn't worry. Like, your sleep is a nothing debuff. I wouldn't worry about that. Or maybe it's his A1. I forget which one it is. But yeah. So speed and accuracy are the two most important stats for champion. Oh, every champion needs speed, and then accuracy is, you know, you want to make sure that you're building accuracy on your champions for landing debuffs. And don't force champions into sets just to get a set bonus. So one of the things I did forget to mention in that video that I linked, and I thought about remaking the video ever since because I forgot to mention this, is don't force champions into sets just for the sake of doing so. You want to make sure you're actually, how do I word this? The saying is stats over sets, but you want to get a good build first, and if you happen to be able to get a good build while pairing sets, then that's okay. But don't just force champions into sets for the sake of it, because the set bonuses really aren't worth it if they have a crappy build. Yeah, I've seen some pretty hard-hitting Sun Wukongs. That's true too. And then also another thing, yeah, Icky Rape brings up a good point. I forgot about this. So I mentioned it in that video that I linked, but on the banners, banners have main stat accuracy, main stat resistance, HP, defense, and attack. So if you need to build accuracy onto a champion, getting like a 5-star accuracy banner will give them an extra 78 accuracy. Amulet is another great place to get accuracy, because all of the substats and amulets are flat stats except for crit damage, but if you need crit damage on a champion, you likely want to go crit damage for the main stat. So generally speaking, substats on your amulet and the substats on your banner are a really, really good place to get accuracy. Also, your Great Hall. I don't know how active you are in the arena. I know it can be frustrating, especially if you're not fast enough to get turns in, which I assume that's probably a problem you run into. Like when you hit play on the arena, I imagine the enemy team just claps you before you even get a turn a lot of the time. If that's happening, it's because you don't have enough speed on your champions. But let me show you another thing real quick. The Great Hall. So accuracy, noticing a pattern here? I've put a very high priority into building accuracy into my Great Hall, so I can get the accuracy requirements that I need for all my champions. This is a great place to pick up accuracy too. So 80 accuracy is about the same amount of accuracy you gain from a 5-star accuracy banner. So between a 5-star accuracy banner, a fully maxed out Great Hall on accuracy, that's already 158 accuracy. And if you get like a double roll accuracy on an amulet, you're already at like 160. Like it's just you're setting yourself up really, really well. And some champions have built-in base accuracy, like Drexler has 10. But yeah, so he's got, as I mentioned before, he's got 224 speed, but not a single speed set. He's in this regen set so he can get heals. This allows him to solo a lot of dungeons for me. So yeah, that's the general advice I would start with, is working on getting your champions geared with just better builds. And once you have your champions built right, you'll see a huge difference. You'll just start steamrolling everything. Like, man, this game is easy. It literally all comes down to how you gear your champions. That's why it was the first video I made on my channel, because it's the most important lesson to learn in Raid Shadow Legends. Why is my Haikatoon faster than my Arbiter? That's a good question. Haikatoon's all battles speed aura, combined with her turn meter boost and increase speed buff, as well as her AoE decrease speed, makes for a much better Doom Tower hard progression speed champion than Arbiter. It is because of this that I have prioritized my best speed gear on Haikatoon, because my primary focus at the moment is conquering Doom Tower hard. So Haikatoon needs the speed gear more than my Arbiter does. I care less. I don't need my Arbiter to be particularly fast to farm one-man defenses in Arena. It's also funny for Live Arena because people automatically ban my Arbiter, and then my Haikatoon is just faster anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's a nice little red herring. But it's mostly the Doom Tower thing. The Live Arena is just a nice little happy side effect. Yeah, I mean, I've helped a lot of people in this game, and a lot of times when people are struggling, it very often is for the same reasons. It comes down to struggling to understand how to gear their champions. It's it's the most common problem. So I really enjoy helping people with the game. What I used to do before I got into YouTube is I would go to the Raid Shadow Legends subreddit to offer help and advice, and it was like every single post after post after post after post, it was like, why can't I progress in the game? And I would see their champion builds, and it was no speed, no accuracy. That's what it was all coming down to every time. And because it was like, why can't I progress, and who should I 6-star next, were the two most common posts on the subreddit. And I got tired of typing the same advice to different people over and over again. I was like, it would just be so much easier if I made a video. So that's why I made that video, and I got a lot of really good feedback on the video, so I started making more videos. And here I am today, almost... Has it been 2 years? 2 years later? Something like that. I think I started in August of... I guess I could look. I'm kind of curious. My channel. Does it say? August 30th, 2022. So we are 13 days shy of 2 years, folks. Yeah. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's the sort of thing that a lot of people struggle with when they're new. It's like going to the doctor, like, like they automatically just know what's wrong with you because I don't know, like, it's like, maybe that wasn't the best analogy. I didn't think it all the way through before I started talking. Speaking of hype, ML. Alright, good luck. May the force be with you. Oh, also, before you leave, hopefully, I know there's a stream delay, but hopefully I caught you in time. There exists a tool 4 Raid Shadow Legends on a website called hellhades.com. It's called the Gear Optimizer. And if you know what stats you're looking for on your champion builds, you can plug these numbers into the Hell Hades Gear Optimizer, and it will pump out builds for you. It'll recommend which pieces of gear to equip onto your champions. Yeah. I don't know if... Okay, you're still here. Okay. Okay. Best of luck. Please let me know. Yeah, it's a very powerful tool. I don't... It's important to learn how to do it yourself, but I do use the Optimizer occasionally if I'm building a full team and I need to gear 5 champions. You know, and like whenever I build a clan boss team, I use the Optimizer because I'm building 5 champions at once, and I'm trying to get them all into Guardian set, and I want to make sure their stats are right, you know, like stuff like that. But it is a good tool, but a tool is only as powerful as he who wields it. So make sure it is important to learn how to gear champions yourself, but if you're struggling to find builds, the Optimizer can be very helpful. So I would recommend checking it out, but, you know, you still learn how to do it on your own, too. That's very important. I've got a few videos where a few live streams where I use it on the live stream. That's a good idea, Mike. I've had so many good ideas for videos and just haven't found the time to make them. And now I have even less time to make... Well, it's not that I have less time to make videos. It's I want to cover... I want to do weekly videos for Godforge too. So I'm doing my weekly live stream, my weekly raid video, and now I'm doing a weekly Godforge video too. So it's just hard to find time to do all these things. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. What a productive stream. It's always nice. I was worried that the content of the stream was going to be dull today, but wow. Did some account coaching for a player. Getting our Harrier built. That's another point too. I think if I was going to go out of my way to make an educational short, I would actually record the footage specifically for the short, just to make sure. Oh, wrong one. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Just to make sure everything's cohesive. Oh, I totally forgot. I was gonna show you guys something. It's really stupid, but I was proud of it. Let me find it. So there's this video editing software called DaVinci Resolve, and it's like professional tier video editing software. And the free version allows you to do a ton of really cool things. But there are some things that I was trying to do that were locked behind the paywall, so to speak. But they're pretty advanced stuff. So there's a lot of really cool things you can do with the free version. And I learned how to motion track objects last weekend. It's oops. Let me find this little video that I made. It's so stupid, but it's silly that I'm proud of it because of how stupid it is, but it's also cool because I'm proud of it. But let me find it. Videos? No. Where is it at? I thought I had it in here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so this is it right here. Okay, hold on. So, this is what I mean by motion tracking. Let me move my camera. Okay, keep an eye on Coffin Smasher. You see how it like stayed locked on him the entire time? Sorry, I know that's silly, but I was proud of that. I learned how to do that last weekend. I agree. I should do more collabs. The hard part is like getting people to collab with you when nobody knows who you are. I was fortunate that Jay Giggs already kind of knew who I was because I did the diss track on him. Thank you, Rocket Nuke. I haven't had the opportunity to weave it into an actual video yet. I just wanted to practice that skill, learn how to do it. It took a lot of initially. So you in the software, once you find the tool that lets you do it, you have to like make a box around the object you want to track. Initially, I was making the box too big, so there was too much information within that box for it to track. So it would lose the tracking data as the character was moving across the screen. So I had to figure out how to tighten it down and figure out what to, like, which part of the, you know. So this, where it says 60 right here, this little blue square, I just tracked that. So see how Drexar's running back and forth? If I was put the motion tracking on Drexar, it would be following him back and forth, just following that 60, right? Because before I was trying to like highlight the whole health bar in a big rectangle, and there's too much data on the screen. So as he was moving, like what was around him. So right now this corpse would have been in the frame, but as he moves forward, it would leave the frame. So it would mess up the tracking data. So I had to make the box extremely tight and inside this little square. And once I figured that out, it was working flawlessly. So because it was tracking the 60 and that little box, I had to move it so it made it look like, so it was focused on the 60 and was following the 60. So I had to adjust the frame so that Coffin Smasher was centered to make it look like it was tracking Coffin Smasher and not just the little box above his nameplate. And it's, yeah, so now that I know how to do that, I can make really cool edits in the future. And there was one video I was making when I was progressing through Fire Knight, and Armiger ran up and used his A2 to kill the Fire Knight, and I wanted to do that, like motion track Armiger as he runs up and finishes off the boss with his A2. But I didn't know how to, like, the software that I was using at the time didn't have the capacity to do all that. But now that I have a new software that can do it, and I learned how to do it, I can do stuff like that in my videos. Oh, thank you, Rocket Nuke. No, I haven't done a video on Harrier yet. Basically, it just comes down to Faction Wars. I thought it would be funny, clickbait, but also I actually do plan to build him for Faction Wars as a damage dealer. I still have enough 5-star chickens to max out 2 more champions. So, and I'm off work on Thursday. I have to work overtime next Saturday, so I won't be able to stream next Saturday, but I'm off on Thursday. So I will be able to live stream on Thursday, and Thursday is when the Undead Horde's faction crypt is open. So we're going to try to do it live. So Thursday, be on the lookout if you're interested in Faction Wars content. Yeah, that's exact. Everything that you see Ash's YouTube video editor do in his videos are the types of things this new software will allow me to do as well. So I'm really excited to learn how to use it. Oh, nice. I haven't actually taken the plunge on watching any of Mr. Burrito Slayer's videos, but they keep popping up in my feed, and every now and then I'm like, do it. I'm just not always in the mood to watch Raid Shadow Legends videos. That's the problem. Like, if I was seeing his videos come up in my feed like 2 years ago when I was way more into the game, I probably would have been watching them. But when I'm not making content for Raid and I'm not playing Raid, I scarcely I'm in the mood to watch Raid videos. I'm just sick of this game. If I'm being perfectly honest. Oh, that's funny. Warboy, that's cool. That's very ambitious. Well, I wish him luck. I've heard good things about his channel. I've never taken the plunge and watched it. Because like I said, I'm not passionate about this game anymore. I'm burnt out on it. I'm over it. And no offense to anybody who likes the game. It's a perfectly good game. I wouldn't be playing it if I, you know... I'm basically just in the Godforge waiting room at this point, if I'm being honest. Oh, that's really funny. Oh, God. I actually might watch that. Okay. Because people on Reddit are just the worst, so... that would probably be really entertaining. Yeah, every time I have to do a clan boss key, I just get frustrated because I feel like Raid is holding my phone hostage. I can't check Discord while my clan boss key is running. I can't, like, I'm just stuck staring at my phone until it's over. Like, I understand Watcher of Realms has some sort of like background farming. I don't know exactly how it works. I've tried playing Watcher of Realms. The game seems fine, but I'm not particularly fond of the combat, where like you have to sort of be paying attention and then place a unit at the right time and make sure they're facing. Like, I want to be able to just hit auto and let it go, right? I don't know if you can do that or not. I don't know. I've never made it through the campaign, but when I was going through the campaign, it was like, oh, I have to pay attention to what I'm doing, which that's not Watcher's fault. That's more of a me thing. I was not in a position where I had the time to like sit here and learn a new game, so I was just. And then I saw Ivy Lee or Susie, you know, doing a new Watcher of the Realm series, and I was watching her live stream when she started the series, and I was just watching it, and I was like, this game doesn't seem that bad. So then I downloaded it again, and then I was just like, the same thing. It's like, I just got too much going on. I can't, like, I would have to quit playing Raid for like dedicate to, if I was going to learn a new game, I would have to not have any other games on the side. So I would have to quit playing Raid to learn how to play Watcher. And, like, to give it a good, honest try, and I'm just not, I don't really feel like doing that right now. Well, hopefully they all move on to Godforge, Antonio. Oh, that's neat. I hear they have, like, free gear moving, too. Like, yeah, that's nice. I'm in a weird place with that, with gear removal costs. I don't know. It's nice when they do their free gear removal weekends and stuff, but then I feel like I have to re-gear my champions, and I'm not always like they never happen when I'm like ready to re-gear somebody. Yeah, if your silver economy is built with gear removal costs in mind, it's one thing, I guess. But Raid's silver economy is just non-existent, so... Hey, what's up, Sakib? Welcome! Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess, what are we up to today? Well, I'm building Harrier for Faction Wars. Currently. We're getting the Masteries done right now. Other news, if you see my camera's a little jittery. My YouTube paycheck, let's see, in 11 days will come through, and I will finally be able to upgrade my my webcam. And then if I have enough left over, I'm going to upgrade my microphone too. This microphone, this blue Snowball, I've had this thing for 7 years. It has served me faithfully since my earliest days of Hearthstone YouTube videos. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it if they did. What I would the fact that the ones you get only last an hour is so stupid. What they should have done, and I said this in a previous live stream when I was venting my frustration about it. I'll show you what I mean when this runs over. I don't see why they didn't do this, because, like, it would effectively make them money. So, maybe they just didn't think of it. So right here, you have the XP banners, right? 140 gems for 1 day, or for twice as much, 280 gems, you can get it for 3 days. They should have sold the free artifact removal banners, because, like, when you collect this, oh, this one lasts for 3 hours. Oh, Raid Shadow Legends. Oh, nice. Anyway, when you collect the banner, it pops up right here, right? So I don't see why they couldn't have just sold them for gems right here, and you activate it for 24 hours, or even 12, it's like a day. Like, if I decide I want to try to beat Faction Wars, and it takes me 4 hours, then I'm like, just give it to me for a day. Like, at what point does it, like, what's the difference between 3 hours and 4 hours, 5, like, 1 hour is not enough, in my opinion. That's, like, unless you know exactly what, like, it's just really dumb. Like, just give us the things for a day, like you do these. And then when I'm ready to re-gear a champion, I'll just, because I have more gems than I do silver. It doesn't look like it, but this silver runs out way faster than these gems, and I don't know. Just let me buy them from the shop. I don't see what the big deal is. Hey, what's up, Skydoodle? Yeah, the same mic. It's a very, very common starter microphone. It's a very good entry-level microphone. It's lasted me 7 years, and I've dropped it once. I've got a concrete. I'm in the garage. I dropped it. It hit the ground and bounced, and I caught it on the bounce. Other than that, I've taken really good care of it. Yeah. She has served me faithfully. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I have to decide when to use it, and yeah. So the new microphone that not the new microphone, the new webcam that I'm gonna get, it has a ton of features that I'm not really gonna use. Like, it has, like, AI tracking, so if you move, it'll, like, stay on you, which I'm not gonna turn that feature on, but probably not. I don't know. But its autofocus is really good. Like, right now, I'm not really in focus. Like, if I'm, like, holding perfectly still and I'm still kind of fuzzy and blurry. Like, I'm still not in focus. It's a fixed focus camera, but I don't know where the focal point, like, I'm still out of focus all the way back here too. Like, I don't know what the focus point is, but it's allegedly a 1080p camera, but it doesn't, it either lied and it's not 1080p, or the fixed focus, like, the focus point is just, I don't know where the focus point is. I can't. So the camera that I'm going to get, its autofocus is insane. It, like, a lot of cameras, when they focus, you can tell when they're focusing. Like, it gets blurry and then it gets clear again, then it gets blurry and then it gets clear again. It's very obvious when the camera is autofocusing, which is a big turnoff for me, because I don't want it to have that glitchy look where it's like zzz, 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 when it's focusing. The camera that I'm going to get it's just so smooth you can't even tell that it's like autofocusing. It's really, really impressive. Yeah, got some OG WoW players up in here. Yeah, so the issue with my webcam, I don't know what it is. It was cheap. That's probably the main issue. But there's a way to make it so OBS, like, basically the camera's plugged straight into OBS, and I figured out how to do that, and it was working for like a week, and then something happened where it wasn't working that way anymore. So what I have to do now is like open the camera app on my desktop and do a window capture mode, so it captures what's being shown on my camera app. And I think that's what's causing it to lag. And it's supposedly 60 frames per second, but it's definitely not. There's a lot of lag and drop frames. But I guess it's been about a month now. One of the community members was gracious enough to give a $150 donation to the channel, so I can buy a new webcam. So I'm just waiting for the YouTube paycheck to come in so I can actually buy it. So thank you, Dex. I really appreciate it. And they've also signed up for a legendary tier channel membership, so that is awesome too. It's a good feeling knowing that someone believes in you so much that they're willing to support you like that. It was a very humbling moment for me. Sugar Daddy Dex, yeah. That's what my wife called him too. I told my wife about it. She goes, "Oh, so you got a sugar daddy now, huh?" Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to upgrading my webcam. Hopefully it fixes this webcam here. It's not as bad now, but for a while, like, it has weird like color, like auto color balancing. It's like now, like, I look super pale and pink with my hand right here, but when I move my hand, I get like almost like a reddish pink, orangish. But if I put my hand right here, now my face looks. This is what my face should look like. That's my natural skin tone. When I move my hand, I turn like orange. Like, I don't know why it does that. It's really annoying too. Hopefully the new webcam fixes that issue as well. But this is what I should look like. Maybe a little less gray. I don't know. But this isn't my skin tone. It's making me look weird. Violet, you're turning violet. Why is Wednesday your favorite day of the week? Is it because it's hump day? Are you a camel? Are you secretly a camel? Hump day! Are you speaking about the... Oh, Hydra reset. Oh, God. I hate Hydra. It's not a bug, it's a feature? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm glad there are some people who do enjoy Hydra. If it was more auto-friendly, I wouldn't mind it. But I don't know. Like, I ain't got time to manual that crap every week. For basically trivial rewards. Also, so I was like, when I was reading the news about this new update, I was like, hold on, where's it at? No, where's the Hydra news? Is it gone already? Oh man, I was gonna make a funny YouTube short. That's really, really annoying. I was gonna make a comedy sketch YouTube short about this. The news is gone now. Anyway, I was gonna click on it and be like, oh wow, we get milestone rewards. We can get these Hydra chests now. I could finally get stone skin accessories. And then cut to me like looking at what the rewards were, and then be like, when's Godforge coming out again? Like 70. This is gonna take me 6 months to get my first chest. I will have Mithrala before I get a chest from this milestone reward. It's like they're constantly spitting in my face. And I ain't kinky like that. I'm not into that. That ain't my kink. No shame to anyone who that is, you know. There's a lot of people who played Raid Shadow Legends, so clearly there's a lot of people who like their face being spat in. I do not particularly enjoy that. That is not my jam. Yeah, go ahead and show your new builds, Muffin. Yeah, that'd be great. Let me bring the Discord up. Oh. Oh, hey. Thank you for moderating my Discord server, Mike. Appreciate that. Just do more damage. Yeah, well, as soon as they make Trunda free and available to all players, as well as a few reset champions, maybe I will. Yeah, even when I was on my other account, I did not enjoy Hydra. Give me a moment to collect my thoughts. I wanna express myself in a way that doesn't just sound like I'm complaining. So the reason I started playing Raid Shadow Legends is I was looking for a game that I can play that did not require 100% of my undivided attention. And I found that in Raid Shadow Legends. If I wanted to, I could put it on manual to make progress, and then once I got to a point where like my progression stabilized, I could build a team that could full auto. And it meant that I didn't have to choose between being a gamer and being a father, or being a gamer and being a responsible worker at my job. I could do both at the same time. The fact that the game doesn't require 100% of my undivided attention means that I can engage with it whenever or wherever. When I'm at Christmas at my in-laws, I can hit auto and set my phone down and check it every couple minutes to, you know, see what's going on. Live Arena and Hydra are two game modes that do require 100% of my undivided attention. And to me, that is completely antithetical to the core of what makes Raid, Raid. And for that reason, I do not enjoy them. I think, in my opinion, Raid got too far away from their roots. I mean, I do understand there are players who enjoy it, and I'm happy that there are players who find enjoyment from it. But it's just not for me. If I can't just build a team that's tuned to, like, it's just, I don't know, it just kind of goes against everything I enjoy about Raid. So, and I just don't have the time to manual it. I don't care enough about it. The rewards aren't good enough to warrant my time. I don't care about Stone Skin because I don't care about Arena. Like, Arena is so pay to win that there's no point for me in, like, even trying to be good at Arena in Raid. Because the fact that someone could pay money to gain an advantage over me means, like, there's no clout. Why would I care about being good at Raid Arena? Like, I don't know. Anyway, tangent over. Alright, let's take a look at Muffin's new and improved builds. Okay, let's do a before and after. So this was his Sun Wukong build. So we had 127 speed and 106 accuracy. I'm not going to pay too much attention to the rest of the stats. But 127 speed, 106 accuracy. Oops. Hold on. 127 speed. Okay, we did improve the speed. And he has 95% crit rate. So I would say this is an improvement. If you don't care about landing the debuffs, I guess that's not that big of an issue. But getting his amulet and his banner slots unlocked will help a lot. Let's look at what else. Okay, so his attack now is like 3,500. $3,500 attack now, which is fair for, you know, not having accessories. And before... Okay, so he did lose a little bit of attack, but that's fine. The fact that he's going to get some turns in... Okay, let's see. So I would say that is an improvement, but still, I would say, like, try to get more speed in there if you can. Oh, your boots aren't maxed all the way. Okay, so that'll help. I see now they're only at level 12, and if you don't have silver, then you don't have silver. That's fine. So yeah, that'll help the build a lot too. I didn't notice that. So if you have speed boots, leveling those up will help a lot. That'll be like another 20 speed or something. So you're kind of on the breaching the threshold of where you need to be. Let's look at Artec real quick. Let's do the before and after. Artec, okay. So Artec, he was 154 speed with only 54 accuracy. And then now, we lost a little speed. Huh. What other changes were made? I think your other build was a little better. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair, Koji. I'm not dissing on anybody who enjoys these things. It's just for my own personal, you know, to me, I don't feel like there's value in mastering Arena. For me, just because, like, don't get me wrong, there still is plenty of skill required to finish in plat. But it's undeniable that, you know, skill doesn't do as much if you don't have the champions too. Your Sil build initially was actually pretty decent on speed, but you're lacking accuracy. Oh, sorry. You had just like it looked like 190 speed, but not quite enough accuracy. But that, you know, you don't have accessories. So let's see the new Sil build. Lost a little bit of speed, but we did gain some accuracy. Okay, so what I would recommend is just go to the potion keeps and work on ascending your champions to unlock these accessory slots. And then if you can, farm Spider 10 until you have 5-star accuracy banners for all of your champions. Because this... unless you could farm 20. If you can't farm... I'm imagining you'd probably struggle to... Oh, maybe not with Artec. You could probably get to 20. I don't see any turn meter champions, but I also don't see your full roster. If you can't farm 20, focus stage 10. The reason why you want to do stage 10 is because it just happens to have like an 80% chance to drop 5-star gear. Even if it's uncommon gear, a 5-star accuracy banner will still give you 78 accuracy. So stage 10, get your accessories. Again, if you watch my free-to-play Rares Only Plus series from the beginning, you'll see, as you know, I know you're further in than starting when I started, but it'll still give you a good idea of what to prioritize and where, and how to progress your account in a way that makes sense and is meaningful. You're at 7. Okay. So if you're at Spider 7, yeah, I did link the gearing video. Honestly, a well-built art tack, actually, you probably don't have the gear for this, but I'm just saying, like, in general, like, a well-built art tack can solo, like, mine on my old account can solo Spider hard mode up to, like, stage 5 by himself. So he brings food champions in, so he's farming Spider hard 5 and lifesteal gear while simultaneously leveling up champions with him. Skydoodle's over here flexing on us. Okay, so this is Skydoodle. Oops, let me switch over. This is Skydoodle's Sun Wukong build. So he's got 240 speed, 100% crit rate, and 328 crit damage. That's pretty good. And he's got enough accuracy to land his debuffs as well on most enemies. Also 5,000. That's a lot of attack. I bet this monkey slaps. Yeah, so this is a very good Sun Wukong build. Oh, he's what is that? 4-star Awakened too? Very nice. Oh, you got Lady Mikage. I'll have her one day. Dude, Joffred Brassclad. It's a very difficult name for me to say. I think is a very underrated champion. Yeah, he could do 5 hard too. Yeah. So in terms of Artac, Muffin, what I would say is, if you can, like, minimum of like 170 speed, and then like just for like the early stages of Spider, like try to get to like 150 accuracy, and then until you can get, you know, accessories on him to like, but yeah, he's really good for PvP and PvE. Like, I remember on the waves where I had to take out Yakarl the Scourge, like the Dark Elhain waves, I would substitute Joffred in on my old account, because he's got the AoE stun on a 3-turn cooldown, and he's got the A1 provoke. My favorite burn champion, Sakib, is Tyrant Ixtlamore. I've got he holds a very special place in my heart. Yeah, that was a really good monkey build, for sure. You guys want to watch the video where I pulled Tyrant for the first time? I was sick. I got really sick, so sick I actually lost my voice for like 2 weeks. So my voice in that video was a little strained. But you can also kind of give you an idea for how far my channel has come since then. Oh, I didn't look at the gear sets. Let's do videos, oldest, sort by oldest. Okay, look at this thumbnail. Oh, it disappeared. Hold on, where'd it go? So look at this thumbnail. Like, that's... This account takeover is hilarious, by the way. Duct tape and dreams holding it together. Okay. Yeah, this is what my thumbnails used to look like a year ago. There he is. Okay. I'm gonna pause the music. I'm gonna turn the volume up on this. Oh.
Soon. Like, I'll get him this rotation.
Wait, what?
But if you compare the base stat, let's see where I'm at on the tournament points.
Okay.
I need... Unless I pull a legendary.
Listen to how excited
This is shard number 11, by the way. Still no legendary. Oh, there we go. Tyrant! Oh my god! I've wanted Tyrant for so long. Oh my god. That's amazing. You know what I'm going to build him for? I'm going to build him to solo Spider 20. Oh my god. I thought I was Kymar and I was really excited because, you know, Kymar's great. But I'm actually more excited for Tyrant. Because now I can solo farm. Because String is the wrong affinity.
Hey, there's Joffred.
That is so great. I'm so excited. I was actually worried. Like, I'm coming up on Akoth the Seer.
Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I was so stoked when I pulled him, dude. Okay. Yeah, I built him at the time. He soloed Spider 20, he soloed Dragon 20, and he soloed Ice Golem 20. And then eventually I would go on to build a 2-1 traditional clan boss team. He allowed me to build my first one-key non-unkillable team. He was the main, he was like the backbone of him and Elva Autumnborn together. So yeah, I've got a huge soft spot in my heart for Tyrant. But with that traditional team, my personal best was 100 million damage with that Tyrant team. So yeah, Tyrant is my favorite HP burn champion. Followed closely by Drexlar Blood Twin, because he's just been carrying this account so much. I generally don't do account takeovers anymore, Muffin. They take a lot of time, and it's... Yeah. I quit doing them a long time ago. Nah, I wouldn't roast you. Yeah, the reason my voice sounded bad in that video is because I was just getting my voice back after having lost my voice for like 2 weeks. I was super sick. I was coughing until the point where like I just couldn't talk. So my voice was really raspy in that video. I was literally just getting it back at that point. Yeah, Tyrant. I really like Tyrant Ixlamore. Do I think he's the best HP burn champion? No, but he's certainly among my favorites. Actually, you know what, Muffin? I'm feeling generous. If you DM me right now on Discord, we can do a quick account takeover. Just a brief one, just to kind of show you how I gear champions. I'm not going to do like a full like account rehaul or anything like that, but I'll show you live how I would gear champions with the gear that you have. We'll go ahead and do that right now. Just send me a DM on Discord, and we'll make it happen. Yes, remember to like the stream, everybody. Yes, thank you, Mike. It's very helpful. I did this too, Skydoodle, back in the day. I was trying to get everybody in my clan up to Ultra Nightmare so we can, because I was on Ultra Nightmare, and I was trying to get everybody else on Ultra Nightmare so we can kill it and like start getting better rewards. So I did account takeovers. This is before I got into YouTube, but I was doing account takeovers for everyone in my clan, trying to get them like to Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare. What's up, Raid Shadow Ripoff? How do you DM me? I tell you what, I will DM you. I'll start the conversation. I just wanted you to DM me, so actually I turned DMs off because I got tired of people DMing me asking for account takeovers, so you probably can't DM me. Okay. Make sure this is off screen. I don't. Okay. Yeah, hold on a second. I used to have an account takeover channel. It's not letting me message you. Oh, I did it for Skydoodle. I messaged Skydoodle, you got a DM for me on accident. I messaged the wrong person. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna send you a friend request right now. And now I'm gonna send you a message. Okay, Muffin. Okay. Now it's telling me... What? I'm getting a message that says, your message could not be delivered. It's usually because you don't share a server with the recipient, or the recipient is only accepting direct messages from friends. Well, he's typing back to me now. Okay. Just want to double make sure. Okay, I just want to make sure you're... Okay, no one can see the Discord right now. And then after this, it looks like he's typing right now. I just need your... if you have two-factor authentication enabled for your account, you'll need to temporarily disable it, by the way, too. Well, the only reason I offered is because you showed that you have a willingness to learn. I don't like doing them because I don't like people who are just seeking handouts. Okay. But I like your attitude, and I like that you're proven that you are interested in learning how to do it on your own, and you're yeah. Okay. Alright. Double making sure that none of this is on the screen. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Alright. Looks like we're in. Alright, let's get this out of here. Alright. So let oh, he's got some energy. Cool. Alright. Just real quick, let me look at Artac. Oh. Whoa. Hold on. If you are currently using epics as food to rank up your champions, don't do that anymore. Even if they're like a bad epic, because someday you will want to get Lydia, and you're going to need them for faction wars. So just first of all, quit using epics as food, even if they're like bad. That's advice number 1. Okay, let's see. Let's do Artac, because I think if you get a good build on Artac, it'll carry you through a lot of content. That's good. That's good. We got speed on the boots. Defense, accuracy. Okay. So whenever I'm gearing a champion, the first thing I do is I go fitting room, I go boots, And I go primary stats, speed. Oh. We have a rather scant collection here. Okay, sorry, so we're going to borrow these. And then, depending on what I feel like the champion wants or needs, then I do chest next. So because his damage scales off HP, we're going to go HP percentage chest. And for substats, we're going to look for speed and accuracy. Oh, no. Oh. You don't have any... Wow. Okay. So what I'm going to assume is that when you get a piece of gear, if it's not... Well, what do you keep in here? Oh. With my... Oh, I see, I see. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'll slide over here. Okay. Okay. You have 62 pieces of gear. Oh. Did you quit playing for a while and have recently returned? Oh. Oh. I think I know what this is. Now, I don't want to make any accusations here. Where's your Vizix? Oh no. Where's your Vizix? What this looks like to me is somebody who went to a third-party website and purchased their account. This doesn't look like an account that's been active for 270 days. Like, you have 62 pieces of gear that aren't equipped. 104 pieces of gear on the account total. Okay. I'm not going to help you. What you've done is against the terms of service of Plarium, and I do not condone it. That's a no-no. Oh boy. I'm assuming you thought purchasing an account would help you get straight to the end game. Your problem right now is that you're missing gear. The only way to get gear is to start at the bottom and work your way up. It doesn't matter what champions you have. If you can't equip them with gear, you're not going to progress. So I find it really hard to believe that you've been playing that account for over 9 months and you only have 60 pieces of gear. If you're telling me the truth and you have indeed played on that account this entire time, watch the video I linked earlier. I can't help you because you don't have any gear on the account. So even if, like, there's just literally nothing I can do. Like, you need gear for your champions. Oh, it's possible. But the first thing you need to do is just find the stage of the dungeons that you can farm, and just start farming gear. Because gear is the #1 most important thing in this game. So I'll link the how to gear your champ. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, and assume that maybe you are telling me the truth. But you just don't have gear, so there's nothing I could do for you. even if I wanted to, I couldn't help you. Like, there's only so much you could do. Here, I'll show you how I would gear champion on my account, as if I were playing on your account. So let's say you want to gear a champion. Let's pretend this is Artak, right? Okay, so what I would do, I'll go filter, boots. Sorry, not that. Primary stat, speed, and then substats, look for something with accuracy. Because he needs speed and accuracy. And then I would find ones that have speed as the main stat and accuracy as the substat. And then hit upgrade to level 4 and see if I get accuracy. If I don't get accuracy at all, okay, 23 accuracy. Those will work. If I didn't hit accuracy, I would go on to the next pair and roll until I try to get some accuracy rolls. This is how I gear champions. So obviously these ones with 23 accuracy are pretty good. So I put those on. Once I got the boots on, I would go to the chest next. I'm going to do HP percentage, and then look for speed and accuracy in the substats. And find one with HP, speed, and accuracy. And I would put that one on. And then gloves, you could either do HP percentage or like crit rate. Just decide what you prefer. HP percentage is the safe bet, because most of his damage comes from HP burns anyway. You know, HP percentage, again, you're looking for speed and accuracy, so he can land his debuffs. So accuracy and speed, okay. Put those bad boys on, and then I go bam, 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 and whatever substats I'm looking for, speed and accuracy. You know, I'm just looking for gear. If it happens to match a set, that's just a bonus, right? But that's how I gear champions. I just go through, and accuracy set is really good. You can farm this from Dragon. That'll help you get to the right accuracy stats you need. Obviously, speed set is good. You can get this from Dragon. So what I would recommend is just whatever the highest level of Dragon you can farm is, farm that level of Dragon until you can get, basically just get gear on your champions. You're looking for speed and accuracy on pretty much everybody. Yeah. That's how you're going to beat content. If you're trying to shortcut and jump straight to the end game, it doesn't work that way. You need to get gear. Like, gear and stats are the most important things. Champions don't do anything for you if you don't have the gear to put them in, and you're not going to get gear until, like, you have to work your way up to get to the gear. You deleted all your gear because Ash told you to mass delete all your gear for silver. I don't think Ash has ever said that. And if it's possible you misinterpreted what he was saying, but that doesn't sound like advice that Ash would give. So, yeah, you just gotta go farm gear. And then man, using Visix as a chicken is rough. She is very good. Oh yeah, that's another good point. I didn't look at the amount of silver, but yeah. So I would prioritize farming dragon until you can get up to like stage 10 or higher, and then once you've got good, solid like boots, chest, gloves, weapon, helm, and shield for all your champions, and you can get your champions over like 170, like 170 to 200 speed in that range, then start to transition your focus into Spider to get accessories for all of your champions, focusing Spider 10 in the short term until you've got accessories for all your champions. And then once you've got your gear, like your top 6 slots filled out and your accessory slots filled out, then you want to start farming masteries for your champions here in Minotaur. Yeah, that seemed very suspicious to me. So it seems to be a pretty common thing on Reddit too. People asking for help and then yeah. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Jack? Welcome. Can't tell if my cat's trying to go outside or not. Are you trying to go outside? He's standing by the door, but he's not facing the door. So I don't... I'm gonna see if he wants to go outside. I'll be right back. I also need to get something to drink. My throat's getting a little dry. You need to go outside, buddy? Okay. I'm gonna use the restroom and grab a drink. I'll be right back. Hey, what's up? I'm back. Sorry about that. Congratulations on Cardiel. That's awesome. It depends on what you're using them for. Yeah, it's hard to say that. I don't think there's just like one build to rule them all. But yeah. Yeah, protection makes a lot of sense for Cardiel. Jack, that's a good point. Yeah, Hydra's rough. Like, Muffin, what's done is done. It's in the past. I've already moved on. You can stop messaging me on Discord now. just get in the dungeons and get to farming that gear. You have 62 pieces of gear on your account. You're not going to progress without gear. Just farm dragon. Keep any piece of gear you find for... Keep any pair of boots that has speed as the main stat with accuracy in the substats. Or just keep all your speed boots, actually. Any piece of gear that's a boot with speed as the main stat, keep it. Period. Doesn't matter what set it's from, keep it. And then any weapon, helm, or shield that has either speed and accuracy, speed and crit rate, or crit rate and accuracy. Some combination of those. But primarily you're looking for speed and accuracy. So, regardless of what set it's from, keep any piece of gear that has speed and accuracy in the substats. And then for, like, chest, you're looking for HP percentage, attack percentage, and defense percentage. And in some cases, maybe even accuracy. If it's... I'm currently using an accuracy chest on my Haikatun. It's not out of the question to do that. If it's a champion who has good base stats, and you can keep them alive without, like, an HP or defense chest. So HP percentage, defense percentage, attack percentage, primarily, for the main stat on the chest. And again, with speed and or accuracy in the substats. And then gloves, crit rate, crit damage, HP percentage, defense percentage. Those are what you're looking for. And again, you're looking for speed and accuracy in the substats. Like, if you have one or the other, it's usually good enough to keep early game. Sometimes it's harder to get speed and accuracy with a good main stat early game. So as long as you have at least speed or at least accuracy with one of those premium main stats, you should keep it early game, period. And then if you're going to keep crit damage gloves, they ought to have crit rate in the substats, because crit damage doesn't do you any good unless you could land a critical hit. So, 100% crit rate, then crit damage. But also, I know I just said farm dragon, but go into the potion keeps and get your champions ascended, because that will unlock the accessory slots for them, and maybe even upgrade some of their skills depending on where they're at now. My cat wants to go in the other room. I'll be right back. I have 2 cats. Trying to go in here. My camp. Please stop messaging me on Discord, Muffin. That's very distracting. I it's fine. It's all in the past. It's not me you need to prove it to. It's fine. I've already moved on. If you don't stop DMing me, I'm gonna block you. Like, it's fine. Okay, it's still doing it. Uh-oh. Okay, it's not my internet. The stream looks like it's still going. Okay. I got scared for a second. Swear to God, if you send me one more DM, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like, every time you do that, my phone lights up, and it's distracting me. I'm trying to do a live stream. Like, I don't want to turn off Discord notifications because I might get an important notification. So I leave them on. I get that you're... gee, okay, we're done. You have gotten yourself blocked. I can't. I'm not dealing with this. Like, I'm a really nice guy, and I'm all about helping people, but don't harass me. And when I say stop, that means stop. Really frustrating. Sorry, guys. I don't know how many times I gotta say drop it before someone will drop it. Hey, what's up, YOLO? Welcome. Or is it Jolo? I forget. You told me once. I've already forgotten. I mean, they say they're 13, so, like, I get it, like, but I don't need to, you know. I'm trying to be patient and understanding, but at the same time I said leave me alone, and they didn't stop, so. Try to do something nice for a guy. No good deed goes unpunished. That's actually a good idea, Jack. Yeah. Yeah, that's one reason of many. They're just always stressful. Like, I would much rather take the time to teach someone how to play the game than just log in and do it for them. You know, like, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And too many people wanted the fish handed to them. They weren't willing to work. They weren't willing to learn to fish. I shouldn't. My channel should have been called "Learn to Fish." Hey, it's all good. Just, you know, again, I've already moved on. I tend to not stay hung up on things too long. I'm already over it. Probably. That was at least a year ago. It was actually that video that you're talking about, Jack, was on the screen. We went back and looked at me pulling my Tyrant video. Someone was asking who everybody's favorite HP burn champion was. And I just wanted to show everybody how excited I was when I pulled Tyrant. Oh, I need to do Arena, huh? I haven't been doing that much Arena lately. I've been rewatching Game of Thrones in my downtime at work, and I would just much rather do that than sit and raid and hit this button every 15 minutes. So for the first time in a long time, I've actually set a real defense so I don't downrank as quickly. And I know what Valar Magulis means now. Someone wrote that in chat when I mentioned I was rewatching Game of Thrones. Two different someones, actually. It was the title of the was it season 2 finale? Season 1, I don't remember. One of the season finales. But not only was it the title, it's what Arya has to say to a man of Bravos to become a faceless, or whatever it's called, the assassin folk. There is a special place in my heart for Walking Tomb Drang as well. He's a powerful HP burn champion, but I guess I do have quite a bit of sentimental value for Drang. Just for different reasons. Yeah, that's a good way to go about it too. I thought about doing something where, like, right now I have 3 tiers of channel memberships. I've got just like the rare, epic, and legendary. And the legendary one is like $20 a month. I thought about doing a mythic tier at like $50, which I doubt anybody would sign up for. But the benefit would be, if you are a mythic tier for 3 months, you could get an account takeover. Now this does 2 things. One, it compensates me for my time and energy. And one, it compensates me for my time and effort. 2, another thing it would do is it would give people 3 months to start saving up their silver. And making sure that their account is actually in a good place for the takeover. Because I can't tell you how many times I tried to do an account takeover for someone and they just didn't have gear or silver or anything, any resources, and it was just a nightmare. Like, they would sign up for it in my Discord, and then they would be signed up for like a month. It would finally come to be their turn, and they're like, oh, okay. Oh, by the way, I don't have any resources. Good luck. And I'd be like, what am I supposed to do with this? So I think if they had to pay $15 a month over the course of 3 months, they would probably take a lot more seriously. So it would weed out a lot of nonsense that you tend to run into when doing takeovers. And then, you know, just it would be a bummer for there to be like a 3-month waiting period, but again, it would weed out people who aren't serious about it. Would be the other thing. I haven't decided if I want to do that or not. And I know $150 for a takeover sounds like a lot, but it's like half of what a lot of other content creators charge. And you would also gain access to all my videos a day early, because that's a legendary tier membership perk. Yeah, 1 million silver sounds like a lot. until you play the game for 5 minutes. And then you learn real quick that it's a whole lot of nothing. So I've done 3. I need to do... Okay. 3... Apparently I forgot what 7 minus 3 was for a second there. To count on my fingers to get to 4. That's true. Yeah, if you've got a gear removal banner in your mailbox, it can help. But a lot of times people don't have gear like leveled up, so you have to like do the 4, 8, 12 thing, trying to find good rolls, and every account is different. I've done takeovers for clanmates who are super active in the game. They've been playing for like 2 years plus. Like they have a well-built account. They already have tons of gear already leveled. It was just a matter of moving things around. And I've done account takeovers on people who had basically nothing, and I had to level all the gear from scratch, and I had to sell stuff to make silver to level the gear even more, like stuff like that. So it just depends on every account is different. So it sounds like you're more interested in like a coaching session, Jolo. Those are a lot easier. Ooh, goody. Certainly a lot less stressful. But I don't know if I would be a good candidate for that if you're trying to do late game content or end game content, because I'm so far removed from that stuff that I just haven't done it in so long. And like, I don't know. I mostly specialize in like early game progression stuff, like setting you on the right track so that you can then progress to late game on your own. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But when you advertise free account takeovers, people come out of the woodwork to sign up for them. And it got to a point where the sign-up sheet was so long, it would have taken me 6 months to get through it, and it was just getting longer day by day. So it just got to a point where it just was so unrealistic. Like, if someone's got to wait 6 months to get a takeover, that's not a good system. So I just quit doing it altogether. I'd rather just open up my Discord and invite people in to seek advice and teach them that way than have them wait around 6 months for a takeover. It seemed like a way more reasonable way to go about it. And it pissed a few people off, which I get it, whatever, but... Yeah, I agree. I guess it depends on the situation, I think. If the person is watching the takeover live during a live stream and you're talking through the logic and the process of, okay, well now this champion needs these stats, so here's how I will gear them. If you're like teaching them how to do it as you're doing it, it can be helpful. But if you just like log in, fix everything, and then say, oh, here you go. Job's done. I don't think it's quite as helpful. But I don't know if Muffin, if you're still around, I would highly recommend watching this series from the very beginning and using it as like a step-by-step guide on how to progress through the game. Because even though your account is like, you know, over 9 months old, from a progression standpoint, you're still like early game. Just because you don't have any gear. Sorry, I was daydreaming. Oh, Live Arena starts in 2 minutes, guys. Do you think we should put Harrier into our live arena team? That was a joke. I'm not doing that. I don't know if I feel like doing live arena. I know it's kind of tradition to close out the streams with live arena, but I'm just not in the mood to mess with it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll do a poll. I'll do a poll for you guys. I'll let you guys decide. Start a poll. Oops. Live arena. Start poll. I'll let that run. Because, like, when I do live arena, I have to use my brain. And I just don't feel like using my brain right now. But if everybody wants it, we can do it. We'll do a couple more. I know there's a stream delay. So, we'll do, like, 2 or 3 more runs, let the poll go. I'm nothing if not a man of the people. I was daydreaming again. Daydreaming again. Sorry. I have a condition known as maladaptive daydreaming. And sometimes I'll just zone out completely and not even realize that I'm doing it. Okay, let's do one more run. It's looking like people are leaning towards yes. Looks like only 3 people have voted, though. Alright. Oh, why Harrier? Yeah, just faction wars. If Hospitaller is on the team, which she will be, his passive reads he ignores 50% of the enemy's defense with critical hits. And his A3 and I think his A2 have a bonus chance to crit. I can't look. Hold on, let's look real quick. And I'm building Masteries on him because he's gonna be a damage dealer, so you generally want damage on your damage dealers. Yeah, so we'll ignore 50% of the target's defense if this champion inflicts a critical hit. He's got 30% bonus crit on his A3. Oh, no bonus crit. Okay. I'm still probably going to build him with 100% crit rate. Which is that's really annoying. That this has bonus crit, but this doesn't. Like, he's a void rare. But, I don't know. Like, Also, I just noticed something. He has no man bulge. Poor guy. Clarium did him dirty. Hey, what's up, June? Yeah, when he's on the. Okay, I'm stuttering. Hospitaller. Okay, so her passive reads. Revives a random ally with 25% HP and places block damage buff on them for 1 turn whenever Harrier kills an enemy. This is my reviver for Faction Wars, so in order for this to her to get her revive, I need Harrier on the team. And she's just a good support champion. Like, oh, increased speed and crit rate. So that means I only need to build Harrier with 85% crit rate. Oh, the plot thickens. And also, she's got a buff strip on her A2, so she's just like a decent support champion for Faction Wars. Also, speed in all battles. So, yeah. I'm not gonna do masteries for her, but I will level her up to 50 and stuff. Ashes husbando. Yeah, something like that. All right, let's end the poll. I think we're doing live arena. Yeah, I saw the clip from this. I think they made a short from it or something. I don't know. I saw Ash and Saf do that collab where he used Harrier. That was funny. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna get ignore defense, but just between like if I did him like he ignores 50% defense from his passive, and then if you do Savage, you can ignore another 25%, and then Cruel, you can't. I will be able to get a lot of defense ignore on him. Level 53. I imagine this is going to be a spender. We'll see. If they're on this in the same live arena tier as me, I would have to imagine. Last time I played a low-level player in live arena, I got one shot by their Sun Wukong, and that was on my old account where I actually had like good champions and builds. Okay, so far I've only seen free champions, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so this is for Ultimate Death Knight. Probably not Jack. I doubt it. So, 4 free champions and a mythical. The fact that he's got Syl at level 53 means he hasn't farmed much campaign, which means he probably is a really big spender. If he's been able to level up his champions without farming campaign, he's probably got a lot of shards. Hopefully he doesn't have Stone Skin as well on the Death Knight. Okay. That's a tanky Death Knight. I didn't get the Helm Smasher. Oh, forgot about that. If I would have A1, there's a chance I could have got him. It's true he could have pulled Syl, but the odds are really low. Like, yes, it's possible, but I just made a stupid mistake, so that's Yes, I know. I'm well aware of how Frost works. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm frustrated because okay, I'm gonna A1 so we still have a chance to freeze him. Yeah, okay. If I would have gotten Helm Smasher, he would have died. Period. Like, that's all there is to that. Oh, shit. I guess it doesn't really matter where I shoot it. This is really frustrating. Nice. Yeah, okay. That's really annoying. A, I misplayed because I forgot about Ultimate Death Knight's passive, so that I'm frustrated at myself about that. And then B, I didn't get Helm Smasher. Actually, before we do any more Live Arena, I'm going to do something real quick. Something I've been wanting to do for a while, but I just haven't taken the plunge on. I'm going to put her in Savage. Or I could even do... I don't know. Hold on. I've got... this, but I'm actually way over on crit rate. I could cut 25% crit rate from this build. Somewhere. I wish... okay, now that it's tried on, what's really annoying to me is that I can't, like... I would have to equip it, and then... I think... yeah, it goes away. It's so annoying. I can't, like, try it on and then adjust the preset. I would have to equip it first. Oh, wait, guys. Plarium to the rescue. Thanks, Plarium. You're so generous and kind. So let's equip this. Because with Cruel and Supersonic, her A2 will still ignore 100% defense. Or, sorry, Instinct. Now let's tweak this a little bit. Those are actually really nice boots. Maybe we can find a better chest piece that doesn't necessarily need to have crit rate on it. Move some other pieces around. Alright. Filter, chest piece. Primary stats. Attack percentage. 8 speed. Let's just 6-star. Oh, yeah, whatever. This is actually kind of perfect because I didn't need as much crit rate on this piece. Whatever the system is, it's not particularly intuitive in my opinion. Okay, so let's do fitting room. Try on. And now we can find a better piece of... what is this set called? Instinct? Oh, that's why. Instinct. Okay. Oh, we lose 20 speed? Holy moly. We gain speed and crit damage, but lose crit rate. This is kind of what I'm looking for. So I only need 75% crit rate. I don't want her too slow. Actually, if I can, like, triple roll crit damage here, I could swap out the boots. I mean... okay. So try this on. Take that off. She's way faster. We gained a little crit damage too. Now she does lose accuracy, so we gained a ton of attack too. What is this? Why is 219? Okay, sorry. We gained 200 attack, a little bit of crit damage. All right. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, now that we don't need Helm Smasher for the A1. Oh wait, do I need crit rate? Mastery? No, I don't. So we take attack. Hold on. What is this? No, we don't want that. Do I want these? On the first hit? Yeah, probably. Yeah, you'll get there in time, June. Will I still be playing Raid when Godforge comes out? I don't know. It's gonna depend on if I think Godforge is a better game or not. It's too early to tell. I'm definitely gonna try Godforge, and I will probably quit playing Raid for like 2 weeks to give Godforge my full undivided attention, because that's the only way I could really absorb it, is if it's the only thing in my peripherals that I'm thinking about. So at the very least, I'll take like 2 weeks off Raid to try Godforge out, and if Godforge lives up to the hype, I will definitely... I've been looking for a game to replace Raid for years now, like at least 2 years, maybe 3. Godforge! Yeah, that's right. I think I like this one, because I usually do go first. I think we'll keep that for campaign farming and that. And then... damage by 6%. Yeah, that's probably good. What does this do? Oh, no, we want Cycle of Violence. This is really good on our A2. And then... this will help, because she's on the same team as Yakarl. And we're going to come down here and take Flawless Execution. So... I still want Kill Streak. Methodical is nice, but it's not really... how do I get here? So... Kill Streak, Blood Shield, or do I want Stoked Fury? If I'm going first, this is less relevant. Okay, so I think I want Kill Streak, Blood Shield, 20 more crit damage. Do I want Evil Eye? Oh wait, do I have... so this will give... okay, so if I go Lord of Steel, it'll give her more speed and more attack, which isn't terrible. Or would I rather take a counterattack mastery? This will make her a little tankier if I'm not fast enough to go first. And then a single counterattack mastery. Or I go accuracy, and then more attack and more speed. The problem is she doesn't need any. She doesn't benefit from any of these tier 5 masteries in the support tree. But Evil Eye. Oh no, I can only take 1 because I took 2 on this tier. So I could get. Huh. I guess I'm gonna go mastery just because, or sorry, accuracy just because I do use her in Fire Knight, and she's below where I would like her to be for Fire Knight in her current build. I mean, I do have Cold Heart and Yakarl the Scourge, so Soul Bond is basically like extra at that point. Oh, I don't have enough masteries to take a tier 5 mastery anyways, but it's fine. All right, so we'll go more attack and more speed. Nice. Okay, final build. Almost 4K attack. 216 speed, that's really good. And 236% crit damage. Little shy on accuracy. But this will improve. I can get another 20 here, so that it still puts her like kind of good enough, but still like on the bottom tier of just viable for Fire Knight. But again, she's like extra turn meter. I'm still a little salty that I lost that first match. I think I could have won that if I played better, and I'm a little frustrated that I didn't. Yeah, I think you're right, Jack. Yeah, I know you play a lot of games, but I have a very difficult time. I'm the type of person who likes to give my all to something and like really go hard in it. and it's difficult for me to like really fully immerse myself in something if I have to split my focus. So I'll probably take some time off raid to see if Godforge is going to be something that I'm going to actually actively invest in. So this is really annoying. Just want to... Okay. It's a level 100 player. This is so annoying. One thing I am really looking forward to about Godforge is their normalized PvP. So if you haven't heard, they're planning to make some sort of PvP system where your champions and gear that you have on your account aren't what you take into the battle. You're sort of like drafting a... I'm gonna lose no matter what. You're sort of drafting a team in real time from like random champions, and then you're building your team, and then you play against other people who have done the same. And you take the two teams that you've drafted and you play them against each other. How is this even like close to fair? By the way, like I can't. Okay, maybe I can stun Rotos. Nope. All right. I mean, it's not this guy's fault, but that was a really unfair fight. What was I saying? Oh, this. Like, Swift Parry is cool, but don't focus so much on matching sets. But if you really did want to match a set on a champion, Savage or, what's the other one? Lethal from Doom Tower would be best for a champion like Rathalos. Like, ignoring defense is significantly better than a few extra points of crit damage. Like, yeah, it's huge. Yeah, the reason I did hold on, I gotta focus up for a second. Okay, the only reason I'll ever take Soulbond specifically is if I feel like I need to counter an Ultimate Death Knight. Yeah, the reason I did become a moderator on the Discord is because I am excited for the game. Everything I've seen about the game so far has led me to believe it's going to be a great game. But I'm going to quote Asmongold here, because he has something he refers to as the MMO paradox. Which is, he's going to get block damage, just fine, I'll freeze him, it doesn't matter. The MMO paradox, where the less you know about an upcoming MMO, the better that game is going to be. The more you know about it, the worse that game sort of becomes. Right now, we know very little about the game. That's just a matter of truth. But what we do know makes it sound really good, and I'm really excited for it. Nice. Like, from their game design philosophy, and everything that they're talking about, what they aim to achieve with this game, has me very excited. And then on top of that, not only having a solid foundation for a game design philosophy standpoint, the game also looks really good. The visuals are great, and they will continue to improve over the next 10 months when the game finally comes out. Hey, what's up, Brian? if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I haven't paid any attention to any Raid Shadow Legends news. I personally do not know when this new Loki event starts. All I know is on the map it says coming soon. Okay, crap. Okay. I think that's a good thing to do. Oh, the 21st of August? Nice. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, so if... Do I think my Haikatoon is fast enough to go before his Sifi? Yes, and that's what I'm banking on here. But the Sifi's passive can hose Yakarl the Scourge. I forgot about that. So Yakarl the Scourge is far less effective. Oh, I just lost, so it doesn't matter. So that Sifi is at least 320 speed at least, as a level 55 player. So, you know, that's what spending money on Raid Shadow Legends does, I guess. And I've lost, so that's that. With a normalized PvP system, like the one they're planning to have in Godforge, that will not be an issue. I'm hoping, at least. I'm really excited for the beta. I'm really excited. I'm hoping that the normalized PvP will be available in the beta so I can test it and give feedback. Yeah, this is another really good point, too, here, Jack. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, very excited for Godforge. I'm... Oh, you got Tormund! Nom 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 nom. Okay. I'm gonna sneak the Dark Elhan in there last. Who do I ban? Well, if I don't ban his Tormund, and he bans... Oh, he's got 2 freeze champions. Well, now, I guess it matters a lot less now. I guess I just ban the monkey? If he bans my Dark Elhan, I'm kinda hosed. He didn't ban my Dark... Okay, well, now he's hosed. Yeah. Sort of. So Totora freezes on his passive. And the passive hasn't triggered yet. Just A1. There it is. Oh, that's annoying. There it is. Oh! Is it worth stealing the turn meter? Yeah, I guess that's fine. If Sill's built for damage, I could get bonked here. Yeah. His Krisk shield bought him a lot of wiggle room. Is what that came down to, I think. Yeah, we're done. We're done here. That's fine. So congratulations. Again, my opponent paid to win. It's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, in theory, he's hosed. Yeah, the Krisk shield was his saving grace. In hindsight, maybe banning Krisk was the correct play. I just didn't want to have to deal with the monkey. Just because he's annoying. I think he might have had a shield set on somebody as well. I don't know. That was a big shield. I'd have to look. Actually, yeah, I don't feel like looking at the replay. It's fine. Bam, bam. No, that's not the same guy. I don't think it is. I hate not knowing who the last two picks are. I feel like if he had Ultimate Death Knight, he would have snuck him in there by now. So let's just go Bellower. If he takes Ultimate Death Knight, I can still pick Sandlashed. I'm just not gonna have as much AoE damage. Okay. He does have a Freeze Champion. Shazar's annoying, but I really do need to go first with this team. Like, Shazar is scary, I should say. But unless this Shazar is 300 speed, I should be able to go first here. I think... I don't know what I was thinking. Uh-oh. So Krisk is next to go, and he can provoke. Unless I block cooldown skills. He might ally protect. I think provoke is the play, you know? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Krisk just does so many things. Is he in Relentless? Or does he always take an extra turn? I guess I've never had the pleasure of playing with Krisk. And this should be all she wrote. Yep, cool. Flame chest. Oh. Impulse. Speed. Oh, that's interesting. That's kind of a crappy piece of gear, though. I'll keep that. That's fine. Attack percentage with speed? Yeah, sure, why not? And attack percentage. Oh, Zeal. What is Zeal? 20 crit damage. Oh, interesting. I guess it's a fine Zeal piece. I don't know. 80% of something. We got 80% of a thing. Is that enough to... Oh. Nice. Alright, let's keep hammering out these. Wow, good job, Jack. Nice, dude. Ooh, okay. We got a Freeze Champion. That's good news. For me. The only mythical I would use if I pulled would be Lady Mikage. Hopefully we don't see an Ultimate Death Knight here. That would be really annoying for me. Okay, if his Kaimar is fast enough, he could actually just open with the A1 or the A2 sleep. And then he won't need a speed booster because it just puts my whole team to sleep. So I could get hosed here. Okay, he is fast. Maybe he's not fast enough? I'm basically looking at Kaimar's turn meter. I can't tell if... I should have looked... I don't know. Oh, he's frozen, or stunned anyway. He's got 3 freeze champions. Well, it's hard to call Newt a freeze champion. Okay. His, Gator guy, what's his name? Broadmaw does a freeze on his A1. I forgot about that. But I guess he did have a turn meter booster. I forgot Broadmaw does turn meter boost. Broadmaw wasn't even on my radar. I had mythical champion blinders on. Oh, that's true. I wouldn't be able... They start at 6-star, don't they? Yeah. I wouldn't use Lady Mikage because she does fall within the parameters of my challenge being free and permanently available. But the odds that I actually pull a mythical, let alone that specific one, are pretty low. I'm not counting on it. Well, that's annoying. I could use him for, like, an XP brew. Level 81 player, huh? Normally, I like to sneak Dark Elhan in last, but I really want to see what their final 2 picks are before I take either Bellower or... I clicked the button, Oh, okay. I thought I disconnected or something. The last choice is going to be between Bellower and Sandlash, depending on what they pick. Right now, they've got a magic affinity damage dealer, so I'm less inclined to take Soul Bond here. But it's going to depend on the last 2, I think. Interesting. I think just another crowd control champion is probably a good idea. All right, so if his Armands gets a turn, I 100% lose. So who do I think is built with faster gear? His Armands or his Arbiter? Probably his Arbiter. Like, but maybe not. Maybe. That's true, too. Yeah. I don't know. That might be cheating. Oh, okay. Armands is going to get a turn. Unless this... He's got 25% more turn meter than Dark Elhan. And Yakarl and Bellower. Crap. Yeah, I lost. That's... maybe he doesn't have accuracy and he's... Bellower resisted. But now he just get... Why would he do that? Why wouldn't he have sheeped Bellower? Maybe he think... maybe he just kills Bellower and it doesn't matter? What happened to... That, my friends, is how you get outplayed. My opponent's skill is so far vast beyond mine. I lost. Well played, my opponent, whose skills at the game are better than mine. 100% outplayed. And I'm not even a little bit salty about it. Well, yeah. I understand that you can't win all your games. But it's really annoying that there exists a champion who, if they get a turn, it's impossible to come back and win. That seems like bad game design to me. I don't even think my opponent played it that well. He CC'd everyone except for Bellower, and then didn't sheep the Bellower. Like, he attacked my High Katoon. Like, what? He... Like, I think maybe there's some logic to it, but in the way I see it is that was a horrid misplay. But he still won. So, that's annoying. Unless someone can explain to me why using the A1 against Haikuten was better than polymorphing my uncrowd-controlled Bellower. I could be open to... So who's the ban here? I picked Soulbond to counter Death Knight. Is Death Knight the ban? No, maybe Sun Wukong. Or the block debuffs champion. If I can just crowd control the block debuffs champion, then it doesn't matter, I guess. Maybe we just get a Wukong. I can deal with this. If I'm fast enough, I could deal with this, and then at that point, the other two don't matter. Rhonda is a little bit harder to crowd control with Yakarl's A2. He can't decrease her turn meter until she does her A3. Like, if her A3 is on cooldown, she can't have her turn meter reduced or something like that. So, you know. Nice Death Knight, nerd. It's really nice to know that I don't have to rely on Helm Smasher procs on my Soulbond anymore. That's a really nice quality of life. I don't have to worry about low rolling at 50-50 to kill the Death Knights any longer. It does make her A2 and her A1 a little bit weaker, but those are like luxuries. Okay, so Duchess is annoying, and her block debuffs can potentially hose me. But not unless, I mean, if I can go first, it's not an issue. So right now, banning her so I can go first to freeze her is the play. Depending, I mean, as it stands currently. Is Archmage Helmet a better CC champion than Bellower? Maybe I bring Helmet. I'll have to look at their damage multipliers and see who's got a better build after this. I'm definitely bringing her and him. I'll think about it. Bellower has the potential to crowd control every time he attacks, where Archmage can only do it... He's got 2 block debuff champions. Okay, so we just ban the speed champion and try to go first. He does do some pretty good buffs. And having 2, like, because Yakarl will crowd control first in the meantime while he just buffs everybody. He's faster, so he'll buff first, then Yakarl freezes. And then when my damage dealers go, they're gonna have that extra crit damage buff. That might be the, yeah, this might be the way to go. Yikes. That's a fast Duchess. Okay. So, I don't think Yakarl's fast enough to get in there. Maybe he was fast enough. Okay. But we needed to CC Brogni. Brogni cannot get a turn. If block debuffs goes out, I'm absolutely hosed. God, the RNG swing, like, I missed a 55% chance, and then I missed another 55% chance. I just lost the game right there. I can't win now. And his Rotos is gonna RNG 3 turns in a row, and just one-shot everybody, one champ at a time. Extra turn. Extra turn. Oh, he only got 2 turns in a row, guys. It's fine, so we're good. No, we still lost. Yeah. Duchess got stunned. Did I say Duchess? I meant Brogni. His Brogni. I thought. Let me watch again. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's replay here. Okay, hold on. Okay. I didn't think Yukari was fast enough to get his turn in. So I attacked the ninjas in hopes that it would stun everybody else. Okay, Brogni did not get stunned. He resisted it. Which is okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I was going for. If I said Duchess, I meant Brogni. Oh, and we're out of tokens. Yeah, Duchess did get stunned, but she was fast enough that it broke out. She took her turn, and then it wore off. Okay. Let's open these shards. I know there's, like, nothing special going on, but I like opening shards. If I pull this guy, I won't have to fuse him. And I think if I use a Calvalax as a 5-star chicken, it will make a lot of people angry, so... No, we still gotta fuse the guy. Okay. I just want to pull these. Oh. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're good. Risk arm. On target ally. On all allies. Okay. Huh. Don't really have a... Well, no, okay, never mind. I do have Banner Lords. I got Archmage Helmets. He's really good. He's going to be a Faction War carry. Another Doom Screech for my Doom Screech collection. I think that puts me to, like, number 4. That guy's actually a really good rare. I think he's going on my Faction Wars team for sure. Another Dwarf. And Magus. Okay, cool. How far into Harrier's Masteries are we? About... I do want Helm Smasher. Or maybe I take Flawless Execution. I haven't decided yet. Either way, I'm going to need... 750, so I'm about halfway there. What's up, June? You returned just in time to see me off. I think that's going to do it for the stream, guys. You guys want to see something cool? Godforge. Anyway. Thank you so much for watching. If it's your first time here and you're enjoying the live stream, go ahead and subscribe so you can find me again in the future. We'd love to hang out with you again some other time. I appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed yourself, hit the like button. It really does help me out. But until next time, guys, happy raiding, and take care.